There are a few ways to solve simultaneous linear equations in two unknowns. One of them is by the elimination method. For this example, to solve by the elimination method, we firstly make the coefficient of one of the variables the same for both equations. In this case, we can use either x or y, whichever is more convenient. We make y the same for both equations, and we multiply equation 1 by 2 to get 2y. Next, we add or subtract both equations to form a linear equation with only one unknown. In this case, we subtract equation 2 from equation 3 and we solve for x. Next, we substitute the value of one of the variables found into any equation. In this case, we have found the value of x, which is 1.5. We substitute x equals to 1.5 into equation 1 and we can find the value of y. The next method is by the substitution method. We firstly make one of the variables the subject of an equation. From equation 1, we make y the subject and it forms a new equation, equation 3. Next, we substitute the variable into the other equation and solve. In this case, we substitute the equation we got for y into equation 2 and we solve for x, which we'll get 1.5. Next, we substitute the variable found into any equation and solve for the other variable. In this case, we have found that x equals to 1.5. We substitute this value into equation 1 and we get y equals to negative 0.5. The last method is by the graphical method. For each of the equation, we plot two tables, one for the first equation and the other for the second equation. Let x be any value. In this case, we let x be 0 and 1. Substitute the value of x equals to 0 into the first equation to find y. So when x is equals to 0, y is 3. When x is equals to 1, y is 2. We do the same thing for the second equation and we can get two tables of values. From the values in the table, we plot the points 1, 2, 0, 3 and 3, 2, 1, 0 on the graph. The graph should look like this. Next, we find the coordinates of the intersection point. In this case, it is 2, 1. Therefore, x equals to 2 and y equals to 1 are the solutions to the two equations.